On this food tour, we're gonna explore Bergamo and its amazing local foods. Also, we're gonna go for the famous Stracciatella ice cream, which was invented here in Bergamo. On the way, we're gonna try some more foods. We're gonna also jump to Milano to enjoy this incredible city and try some of its street food as well. Then we're gonna finish everything again in Bergamo with some more tasty and amazing foods. So, let's begin. Our first stop in Bergamo will be Circolino in Città Alta, so let's go and check them out. We got seated in Circolino. This is a local restaurant situated in Città Alta in the upper old town of Bergamo. The place is quite local and has this beautiful and amazing garden. It's a little bit cold, but we opted to sit here because it has an incredible view. The only thing is there are some construction works over there, so this is the only thing spoiling the ambient, but other than that, it's quite fantastic. We ordered some foods and this place is famous for the local foods of Bergamo and we can't wait to try them. Our food started to arrive and we ordered several things. Our kids got fusilli alla bolognese and also cotoletta alla milanese di pollo, so Milanese chicken cutlet, and we also got a platter with the local cured meats, and we have some cured lard, we have some salami, we have some prosciutto, there's local goat cheese, there's wild berry jam here as well to accompany all these, and all these are produced by the local farm that this restaurant uses. So let's dig in. Let's start with this prosciutto. I suppose this is a pork meat, nicely cured. There are fatty parts, there are these meaty parts. Let's go. This is a proper northern Italian prosciutto. This is a pork ham, perfectly cured, nice, salty, not too salty, and very tasty. Let's continue with this cheese. Very creamy, very mild taste. Not salty at all, but very tasty. And I suppose this is cow's milk cheese because it doesn't have that aftertaste that you expect from goat's or sheep's cheese. Now this one, on the other hand, looks like a goat's cheese, so let's try it. Very nice, strong taste, a bit salty, has this very nice skin, quite tasty cheese. This is a proper homemade wild berry jam and it's quite tasty, but to be honest, I would prefer it maybe as a breakfast option with a bit of bread and milk, not with something savory. But anyway, quite tasty. Next to try is this very interesting looking blue cheese, and actually it is blue just on the outside. Inside is quite white, clean looking, and it has very interesting consistency. So let's give it a go. Now this one is a proper goat's milk cheese and you can feel that strong taste and aftertaste, and then this mold on the outside, the blue part, also gives its own punch. Quite interesting and quite tasty cheese. I can still feel the taste and smell of that goat's blue cheese. This is a proper goat cheese, only goat milk used for sure. But let's go now with this one. Has again a little bit of a skin, and it's white inside, very similar consistency. This one has much more mild taste than the other one. Has that same consistency, but it's a bit younger and not as strong taste as I mentioned. And while we are waiting for our main course, let's try this lardo as well. Nice and fatty, relatively easy to chew and quite tasty. Our main dish is here, and these are Casoncelli alla Bergamasca, and this is a local staple of Bergamo. This is a pasta with this very strange shape, stuffed with minced meat, topped with pancetta cubes, some sage and some pecorino cheese. So let's dig in. This is a minced beef inside, infused with different spices, quite strong taste of pepper, it's salty enough, it's quite tasty. And then the pastry, the pasta, quite soft, melts in your mouth. This pancetta, sage and pecorino, just an extraordinary combination. What I like about this pasta is, you can see there's no additional sauce. It bathes in the fat that came out of this pancetta that was fried. And the pasta again, so soft, quite easy to chew, practically melts in your mouth. And this is a simple ingredients combination, but so tasty. And this is probably one of the best pasta that I ever tried in my life. Cheers. Such a great, tasty and fulfilling meal at Circolino, and we really enjoyed it. And now we're gonna go for some sightseeing, and of course we're gonna see you at the next place. Of course, we need to try also that famous local stracciatella, and we're going to do that at Gelateria Gemma. E caramella. Molto grazie. We all got this monster stracciatella ice cream. The price is $3.50 for each of them, and there's a huge pile of stracciatella gelato, then some panna on top, the whipped cream, and I got also some caramel dressing. Let's go. Wow, this is some proper gelato. The whipped cream is quite tasty. The gelato itself, nice, creamy, and not too sweet, which I like. Now I need to just get to more of these chocolate stracciatella bits inside. The stracciatella, the chocolate bits inside are quite big, chunky, huge bits of dark chocolate, and it's completely different than what I've tried anywhere in other places where the stracciatella is fine in small bits, but probably this is the proper one, this is how it should be made. Quite tasty, quite good. Panna, the whipped cream on top, is a true game changer. Nice, sweet, and a bit minty taste. It really improves this ice cream. Amazing gelato and amazing experience at Gelateria Gemma. Behind me is Panificio Vannotti, and this will be our breakfast stop in Bergamo. I thought that this is some kind of focaccia because the dough is a little bit different than what we are used to when seeing pizza, but actually these are pizzas, and I got one stuffed with cheese, mushrooms, peppers, olives, and the other one is just topped with cheese. So let's begin. As you can see, it's perfectly baked at the bottom. The pastry, the dough is so soft, so airy, very fluffy, very tasty. The stuffing as well, cheese, combination of everything. Just an amazing pizza and great start to the morning. The second one is quite different. The pastry is much thinner, it's layered, and then there's a lot of cheese and oil on top. It has these huge air pockets inside. The pastry is completely different. It's kind of two layers, the top one and the bottom one. Quite crunchy, the cheese is very, very tasty. Completely different experience, but maybe to say I prefer that one a bit more, but still, this is also an excellent treat. But let's also try this savory cornetto, the savory croissant, stuffed with prosciutto cotto, the cooked ham, and some cheese. It's very fresh, it's very tasty, and it's a bit sweet, this cornetto, and then the ham and cheese are savory. Another good and tasty food. Some more very tasty and nice smelling pizzas came out straight out of the oven, some with artichoke, some with sausage and other toppings, but we are full, so we'll have to leave them for the next time. Amazing smell, amazing pastries at Bakery Vannotti, but now we need to catch the train and head to Milano. Let's explore Milano and let's see what kind of interesting foods we can find here. Behind me is La Piada di una Volta, and here we're gonna stop to try some local piadine.
Classica.
Grazie. We decided to try piadine while in Milano. This is a flat bread and then it's stuffed with different ingredients and then toasted. And this food originates from Romagna region, but it also has become a staple of Milano. And there are many shops selling piadine around this city, but we came here as they are quite highly rated. They make everything fresh on the spot. It looks great, it smells very nice, and I got two of them. I got the classic one with prosciutto cotto with the cooked ham, red sauce and Edamer cheese, and I got the second one, leggera, with the turkey ham, some salad and some tomatoes. But let's start first with the classic one. The cheese kind of melted into the piadina, into the bread, and then the ham, this sauce really gives some great taste to this sandwich. Time to try leggera with a turkey ham and some salad. Flatbread is very nice, tasty, toasted and warm, and then the turkey ham, tasty as well. But then this lettuce inside, it really gives that freshness to each bite. The turkey one is quite nice, quite tasty, but I had to go back to the classic one. For me, this is the favorite one. The red sauce inside just kills it. That special place for your espresso, Caffè Napoli. Caffè Napoli is a place to be for that special espresso shot, and also they have these special cappuccinos, and one is with pistachio, the other is with Nutella, and they are specially made. These glasses are decorated with nuts, the pistachio nuts. This one, of course, this one has hazelnuts. And then the Nutella cappuccino, the whole glass has been painted with Nutella spread, while in pistachio there was just pistachio cream, and then of course the edge was done with these nuts. But let's go and try the Nutella one first. I'm not sure if this is a coffee or a dessert, but it has both. Quite strong taste of coffee. Then these nice nuts on the rim of the glass, and of course very sweet Nutella. Cheers. With this there's also a very small glass with some sparkling water. Yeah, goes nice after this sweet cappuccino. But let's try the cappuccino with pistachio. Closer to a normal cappuccino, not as sweet, but again quite nice, a bit sweet, and then these nuts on the edge of the glass. Cheers again. We really enjoyed this quick snack in Milano and refreshments, but now we are going back to Bergamo. So, see you there. We are back in Bergamo and we're going to enjoy some more delicious foods at a place called Suppa. On each table there's explanation how these soups are made, from baking bread up to the final moment where everything is ready to eat. Our food is here and it looks and smells too good. And we ordered 4 different soups, and we ordered one with polpette in tomato sauce, then we ordered one with those bread gnocchi, then the third one is with Neapolitan ragu, and the last one is with a Roman style chicken. So, without further ado, let's begin. For myself, I ordered especially the one with the meatballs with polpetti in tomato sauce, and except this tomato sauce, it's topped with some shredded pecorino. The polpetti are quite juicy, quite soft, they almost dissolve in your mouth, and then this sauce is quite acidic but also a bit sweet, and then this cheese on top. This is just incredible. I had to dig into this bread loaf and get some of this bread as well. There isn't much of a soup here, it's all this sauce and meatballs, but the bread has so nicely absorbed the tomato sauce and it's so tasty, so delicious. There is some unexpected but amazing taste of these peppers here. I think they're fermented and then roasted. This chicken is so soft, breaks apart. This is truly delicious. I'm not sure if I can decide which one is better, but I think just a little bit better, a little bit tastier is this Roman style chicken because of these peppers. And it's so nice, hot, tender, perfect. Next to try is Neapolitan ragu soup, and this one really looks and smells promising. I made sure to scoop up some bread as well with this Neapolitan ragu, but this is just a poetry. So tender, tasty. I can feel that there's some bell peppers, there's a bit of tomato, probably onion. This is so rich, so flavorful, and I think even better than the previous two. I'm well accustomed to potato-made gnocchi, but these are bread-made and they're topped with some incredibly smelling bacon. I expected more. The bacon is so tasty. This is what gives taste to these bread gnocchi, but these bread gnocchi are kind of plain. There is a bread taste to them, nothing special to be honest. If you ask me, I think that potato gnocchi would always win. These are okay, but not really as good as I expected. Both me and my wife, we really enjoyed these dishes, but for our kids this was just too much meat. They expected real soups, and actually this is not a soup. These are some delicious Italian foods stuffed in these bread loaves, and all these sauces and meat, so delicious. But now we're gonna jump to the nearby Panzerotti place, so we're gonna try some local Panzerotti as well. Cheers! Panzerotti, the original and very famous food from Puglia region, but obviously they found their way here in Bergamo as well. And since those soups were too heavy for our kids, we had to stop here for some Panzerotti as well. Our panzerotti are here, and these are some huge and very fluffy panzerotti, quite hot, fresh out of the fryer. And we got two stuffed with Nutella, and we got two originali with mozzarella cheese and tomato sauce. And kids started eating them right away. These are steaming hot. There's steam coming out of these panzerotti, and they are stuffed with tomato, mozzarella, very fluffy. You can tell that this pastry is absolutely amazing. So let's try it. This dough pocket is stuffed with tomato sauce. The mozzarella inside is completely melted and it looks like volcano lava. It's again very hot, very fresh, and very tasty. The dough is full of air, very soft, very airy inside, but outside so crunchy, so satisfying, amazing. It's time to try Nutella stuffed panzerotto, and you can just see here how great this dough is. Very crunchy skin, inside airy, fluffy, nice and soft, and then completely stuffed with Nutella. Let's go. Another poetry turned into food. This panzerotto is so tasty. The smell of this warm Nutella, and then the pastry inside is pleasantly chewy, crunchy on the outside, sweet. This is just a perfect dessert. This was some incredible and very tasty evening, eating all those Suppa breads stuffed with so much sauce and meat, and now eating this fresh and incredibly tasty panzerotto. But with this, we end our video. I hope you enjoyed it, and until the next time, all the best.